Welcome, everyone, to Iskar Academy. We are an elite school specializing in the training of the future heroes of our realm. Our 3-year program prepares you for leadership and networking opportunities across the 2 continents. Our professors have extensive training in their areas of focus and often real-life experience in combat. Located in scenic Caracat in the heart of the Eastern continent, we know you have many options for your mandatory training, and we're confident you'll be happy for choosing us. Yours an adventure, Headmasters Isolda and Cardamon. With that, as always, I am Melissa, and I am joined by...
Hey, Laura, and I am playing Lark Reeve, the high elf, not cleric.
Oh my god.
Gasp. And I am Luna, who is playing Moss, our rogue bard multi-class extraordinaire and troublemaker.
And me, Ian, who is playing Char, and I am a kobold. I am also a paladin, and I am
Out of breath.
breath.
You're definitely not courting a dragon.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Wink, wink. 2 winks for those listening at the audio format. Thank you so much. And returning.
Oh, yes, I'm Sarah from long ago, eons past, and I'm playing Tamzie. Also another troublemaking chaos baby.
It's almost like I can't control all of you. DMing is hurting cats.
Yeah.
Hurting or hurting?
Well, I wouldn't hurt a cat. Although, have you seen cats that herd other animals? Like cats that herd sheep? It's so good.
I watched a TikTok. Now's the time to talk about TikToks, everyone.
Not sponsored.
Not a sponsor. Not an ad. Could be an ad. I watched a TikTok that was a father explaining his adopting of a border collie. The gist of the whole thing is that he was talking to his kids about this dog he really wants to get for them, and be like, "Oh, you guys are gonna get this great herding dog. It's a border collie, and you guys are gonna love it." And the son was very much enthused about it, but the daughter was getting more and more apprehensive as days get closer. He finally gets the dog, and the first year of them having the dog, this girl who's maybe 5, maybe 6 years old, is very, very scared of the dog, is staying away from it. And then a year passes, and she's definitely warmed up to the dog, and she says to her father, "How come our dog isn't doing any herding?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, there's not really sheep or anything to go around." "No, well, what? I'm not in pain. It's not hurting. I've accidentally traumatized my children or my daughter by saying these are a hurting dog. Oops." Border collies are cute, though. Gotta love a good TikTok story being retold through another platform.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you for listening to my story.
I don't know how many people have heard this story, but when I was a kid, my parents told me about the spirit of Christmas, and I had only ever heard of spirits being ghosts. So I thought it was an evil demon, and it would take over your parents and make them buy you presents. And if you drew attention to it, it would kill them.
Wow.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's pretty cool.
That was why we didn't. That was why we were all like, Santa, wink, you know? Because if we didn't, he'd kill your parents. Anyways. Whoa! Kid logic. Kid logic.
There's a movie called Santa's Sleigh,
Holy
and that goes
shit.
year round. It's a pretty good movie. I recommend everyone watch it.
Santa's slaying. Oh boy. Okay, let's do a recap of last game since two of our 4 players were here for it. So chaos has been reigning at Iskar Academy. It seems that one of the headmasters, Isolda, has been doing some kind of weird magic to modify some of the forest area around the city, or around the campus, to be different biomes. So it looks like what was once a forest has now suddenly become a swampland. And as you guys were heading back from town, you saw that this shield that was kind of expanding, that had the swamp inside of it, burst. And when it did, it cursed all the area around it. And now if you roll a dice and match the number on that day, you have no magic. So it's a pretty debilitating curse. People are pretty freaked out. People have left campus to go home for their vacation. We're kind of mid-season break for between semesters. And it does seem like it only really expands to the campus and a little bit of the town. So it is very much a contained area. So knowing this, you got some information from Aqua, who is definitely not a dragon. She's definitely just a normal girl who lives by the lake and likes to eat raw fish.
She admitted it to me. I asked her.
You did ask her.
And we
you
saw
did
her.
actually ask her.
Yeah.
We know canon now that Aqua is a moonstone dragon. She's a young moonstone dragon, and she's been left here to help protect the school while her mother is off being a heroic dragon elsewhere. So she suggested that she could bring you down to another tower similar to the one in the north that was inactive that you could look at. So you went to your old buddy Enris, who is a third year, and he gave you a spell of water breathing for the day. And y'all dove down into the water to try to see what was going on. Inside that tower, you found it was covered in sylvan runes that told kind of a lot of ancient history. Inside you found a giant crystal. It looked almost like quartz, and huge, about 20 feet across and about 25 feet tall. And basically something that seemed to suggest that all of these towers are connected. So this one's inactive. You didn't really get kind of much information there. So you decided next thing that's up is you're going to try to go to the one that was in the swamplands, and try to get to that and see if you can, figure out basically more of what's going on here. Another tower has activated, and now there is another shield, and that's just to the northwest. For those of you who play on our server, you know that in that area, it is now a desert. So same thing's happening again, but instead of with a swamp, this time it's moving a desert here. So you were heading back to school as you did. Lark heard somebody was watching her, and it turned out to be her old kind of mentor, who told her that she is not in fact a cleric and never was.
What's
and that
his name?
That's a great question. And that it has something to do with her father. His name is Father Despian. And he's a priest, but he was always kind of demoralized by living in kind of what is basically northern it's like a wintry LA. No, what did you describe it as?
Like a Vegas,
Wintry Vegas,
but worse.
Yeah.
Oh, worse.
It tried to be Vegas, but it didn't quite get there.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's more like
didn't
Reno.
quite get there.
It's more like Reno.
Missed the classy note.
Oops. So, and then unfortunately Moss was not able to go with you down to the water because she got called in to talk to the headmistress about skipping classes. So you have to basically stop by the school and pick up your good friend Moss out front of the principal's office, like you do. So yeah, where do we want to start? Do we want to start with Father Despian, or do we want to say basically you've escorted him back to your room and you will talk to him privately later? Moment of truth.
I don't think I'd take him to my room. I think I'd go to the city. I don't
That's
think
fair.
I'd take
That's
him.
fair.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go back onto campus. Not with. I'm assuming there are still people freaking out without their magic.
Yeah, they've chilled out a bit because now it's sort of been a little bit more normalized. It seems like most people are handling it well, with the exception of the wild mages, who seem to, every time they get their magic back, just kind of explode. Like little bombs hanging out around campus. So apart from them, everyone seems to be all right.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't. I mean, and I'm assuming he's probably not going to be walking back to the basin today, so he has to have somewhere to stay anyway. In my
all right. So you want to give him tell him to go to a place in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have is the only other thing is I took all those notes and I was going to drop them off for Cal to see if he knew anything about or if he could spread it to the trustworthy teachers, because I'm not.
You're like, I don't know who to trust.
I don't know who to trust. But if they know anything about the towers, because they're grown-ups and we are not quite adulty enough.
Yeah.
We are adultier adults.
I love the chats. Like, they explode. Okay, yeah. So you talk to Fire Despian and basically say, I have to deal with this right now. We don't have a lot of time. And send him
that he still has his magic.
Good question. Let's find out. Oh my god, do I not have any dice? What kind of GM am I?
I have given you so many.
I know, right? Will someone roll me a d6, please?
Yep.
You got it.
4.
He does still have his magic today. The roll today was a 3, so I don't know if you're all rolling or not, but if you would like to roll, feel free to do so.
I already rolled 4 stream. I got a 2.
Yeah, so he'd been in the town, so I'll give him the
Got my new dice today.
Ooh.
So pretty.
I rolled a 6. Am I magicless?
No, you're good.
Oh.
You are normal. Life is good for you. So I think we're all okay. This was a lucky day for you guys.
Indeed.
When the curse started, it was a D4, and thanks to some lovely heroes who snuck out to the desert area and managed to pass through the portal there, we already have it to a D6. So perhaps if you guys do well today, you will find a way to further improve.
This timeline is so confusing. It's like it's the same day for us, but
it's been 3 weeks.
I'm so fucking confused.
Just take it with a grain of salt. Just like a little
Grain of sand.
There's people
desert.
in the future doing things that we haven't done.
Look, people in the future
Okay.
have got your back. That's all you need to know.
That's all that
Sure.
matters.
They're
Sure.
good guys and they're helping you out.
Are we going to time jump to that time after we do speaking with with the father, getting Moss from the principals?
Yeah,
and-
like I'm so
okay, it's like, are we gonna try to have to figure that out, or
yeah, I'm already struggling with the time jumps. I wouldn't jump more time. I would jump
Okay.
less time,
That's
actually.
fair.
Slower.
time is a
It's
weird
like-
soup.
But because I was like, the school was going into lockdown, right? That was it. And then everyone was still freaking out when we left for the river. We're on our way back from the river, and now you're like, oh no, everyone's fine now.
Yeah.
And like, it's literally been what, 2 hours?
It's a
Yeah,
time.
For you guys, I guess we're living a little bit in the past.
Okay, we're in the past. All right, got it.
Yeah, you're creatures from beyond.
From before.
So you send Father Despian into town and give him basically tell him, go stay at this inn. I'll come find you.
And I'll give him some
And-
money.
Oh yeah, I mean, he gave you money originally, so it's very nice that you're giving him some money back.
I have more money now. I have it sewn into like the insides of my dress. It's everywhere.
So were you swimming in a dress made of coins?
No, not completely made of coins,
gonna
but they're
drown
stashed all
yourself
over.
like a-
Okay, so like picture like a squirrel, right? Like you don't hide all of your stuff in one place, because if one place is discovered, you have to have it in lots of different places, right? So some are in the room, some are in the dress, some are on the inside of the bag, so that no matter what, if something goes wrong in any one place, you don't lose everything. Lark's not dumb.
Squirrel
Well,
knowledge.
I mean, not in this respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Hoarding.
start with you guys. So you get him off on your way. Char comes back. You notice that Aqua is like really cute and kind of blushy. Char was talking about potentially asking her out, but has not done so. So yeah, that's kind of where she is right now. And you head back towards the school. And I think we will skip over to Tamzie and Moss. who are at the school right now. You are sitting outside of the headmaster's office, which is kind of what you would imagine, a big traditional kind of office. She has a Sanford dog, but it gave you zero energy. Even if you pet it, it was just like, whatever. So you're just kind of sitting outside. Do you want to tell us what Tamzie looks like?
Sure. So she's about 3 feet tall, and she's got this wild, like unruly, like wavy kind of mop of like dark brown, black / green hair. And it's got like all these like little jewels and things that she's kind of like tied in there. And she's got green skin. She's a goblin, by the way. And sharp little black nails. She's kind of wearing like it looks like she kind of made her own clothes a little bit, like sewed together a bunch of different shirts, and it looks quite haphazardous. And she's kind of wearing these like high-waisted pants with a couple of like, what are they called?
Suspenders.
Suspenders, yeah.
I was right. I'm so happy.
Oh, Sarah's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Gives her a slight.
So shocked that I got it right.
You're frozen on our end. Can you hear us?
Why do I always freeze?
You're good. You're back.
It's always when I'm on stream. Yeah. Am I better now?
You're better now.
Yes.
You know.
Okay. Where did you guys stop hearing me?
Suspenders.
Suspenders.
You were very excited. I figured out suspenders.
Thank you. Suspenders makes me excited. Just hanging loose. She's wearing like boots that's got a little chunky heel, which you assume she might even be a little smaller than 3 foot, but she's trying not to be. And she's looking a little pissed off, and she's wearing a bunch of like little jewelry things and stuff, and yeah, she's not happy.
Yeah. Moss doesn't look happy. Have I already been talked to by the headmaster, or am I going to go in?
That's up to you. Which one of you is coming out and one of you has just finished? Like, you know what I mean? Like one person's sitting outside gathering your materials and the other person's like just finished being yelled at.
Should we roll?
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
See who gets in trouble first.
I mean,
Even
technically Tamzie hasn't done anything except be a goblin.
Yeah. She was probably like forging like grades, I bet.
Unless she got
It was
kicked out
up
of
with
your
her
last
transfer paperwork and she
Yeah.
forged it.
Yeah, she's like I don't want to take this class, so I'm gonna like, and she's like changed her like grades.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not fucking taking that.
Oh,
We're
A
so
plus.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess are we just rolling? Evens or odds? Call
Yeah,
Sarah?
yeah. What'd you roll?
I got 5.
I got a 3.
I don't know what those mean.
I
Higher goes in first.
Higher goes
Oh,
first. Okay,
okay.
so Tamzie, you finished with the headmaster, who basically just like was like, seriously, I'm a diviner. Are you actually gonna try to lie to me about your grades?
Oh my goodness, Headmaster, you think I'd lie to you? I'd never. A little goblin like me, I just got here. I'd never do anything to jeopardize my position here at this academy. It's beautiful. You did a great job with it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for the accent.
I wasn't ready.
Should have warned you.
So good. I was ready.
You knew.
Oh, sorry. The 3 of us just broke.
I told you, goblin energy.
Goblin energy, I love it.
wow.
She says, such things will not be acceptable here at Iskar. Do you understand?
Oh, absolutely. I'll keep my eyes peeled in case I ever see anyone, and I'll give him the slap on the wrist. Tell him not to do that.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh no, not a deception.
Well, actually, no, deception. You can do deception.
Say that's my only good thing. Guess what that was?
20.
That was
Immediately?
immediately. My little 20.
Giving you a total of what?
That would be 26.
Okay. Yeah, she thinks about the school that you came from, and she doesn't really respect the headmaster there. So, like, fair enough. Maybe they're just I mean, to get out of that place, you probably would have done a lot. So, very well. Make sure it doesn't happen again.
Absolutely.
You're dismissed.
Oh, thank you, Headmaster. Best behavior. Hope you have a great day. And I'll just, as I'm walking out, can I see if there's anything like shiny kind of as I'm like,
Yes.
that she might not miss.
Yes, of course you can.
Should I roll?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sleight of hand or?
Are you trying to find something good, or are you just taking whatever you see?
Just like taking like whatever like that looks.
Then just sleight of hand.
But oh, it's less good. It's 14. Oh no.
What's something by the door you could take? You see like a little like it's like a decorative little painted stone, but it's it's painted in like prismatic colors, and you just kind of like whoop right in the pocket. And I mean, she's a diviner.
Oh no.
Yeah, she sees you do it and she says, "Put it back."
Oh, I was just looking at it, Headmaster. It's so pretty. You paint this yourself? Here, I'll put it right back here. It's very nice.
Out.
Take care of that. Oh, bye.
She immediately regrets becoming a headmaster.
Has she not done that already?
The amount of sass this woman gets from second level characters. Why would anyone do this to
We're third
themselves?
level.
It's true, you're third level now. My mistake. So you head outside and you see Moss sitting there. I might as well say what Moss looks like.
You see like I think I've said 5'9", fawn woman with like a side shave and kind of wavy reddish orange hair on like flipped to one side. She has like the little tiny like fawn spots on her cheek and on her thighs, and she's kind of wearing like, I would call it like if we took pastel and druid fashion together.
Cute. Like natural.
Yeah, she's kind of like naturals, but like some pinks and like light blues. And then she looks so annoyed to be here. Like she would rather be anywhere else but here. She is A+ sulking performance.
Oh no. I'll walk by and I'll be like, "Oh honey, don't worry. Your first trip to the principal's office is always not that bad."
No, she's an asshole, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
You know what? Maybe just take something from the office. Why not, huh? It's right there.
I could, except I'm pretty sure she would love to rub it in my face for me to leave, so let's not do that.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Fair enough. What were you in for? I haven't seen you around.
Oh yeah, I'm new. I'm Tamzie Banks. Nice to meet you.
Moss, nice to meet you.
Meet you. I love the hair, honey. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. You're great.
I'm new. You know, I just you tried to do a little tinkering with your records, and you know they get all up in their pants about it. You know, tighty whities twisting and all that.
They always do. They love their paperwork and their rules and ugh.
Rules. Who needs rules?
Tell me about it.
Right?
Anyway, but yeah, no. Rules is what got me sitting right here in front of their office, I assume. Don't know which ones out of,
Understandable. Okay. Well, you're good looking there.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, my friends know I came here, so if I don't come out, we're good.
Is that an option of not coming out? Oh my god.
I don't know with this lady. I just don't trust her.
Oh my god. Okay, good luck. Just kind of like, oh.
All right.
Yes.
Tamzie, you can wait outside, kind of meandering to see what happens with your new friend. Moss, you get called in next.
I go in next.
You haven't met her yet, correct? You only
No, I
have reputation to go off of.
I only have reputation, what Lark told me, and what I saw from her at the orientation session.
All right. Yeah.
All I got. I'm giving myself. Oh wait, I can't give myself a bardic. That's a different class. Fuck. Okay, never mind.
I want to inspire myself, but I'm too scared.
Exactly.
So yeah, you show up and she's sitting at her desk. You can see she's finishing whatever paperwork she was working on before, probably related to Tamzie. And she kind of waves the end of her quill at you to sit down.
I don't sit.
She doesn't really care. She waits,
Yep.
finishes up her work, and then she says, you rather confuse me.
Okay.
You decided to take 2 disciplines, a study that takes a great deal of work and energy, and you skip your classes, and yet somehow your grades seem passable. So tell me, who's lying for you?
No one.
No one. I know Professor Alara is easily manipulated. Have you given him some sort of sob story?
Why would I do that? That just seems like more effort than needed.
You're expected to attend your classes.
If it has not affected my grades, I don't see the issue here.
It's important that we know where you are and that you are sitting in your classes so we know you're not getting into trouble.
You're a diviner. You can figure out where I'm at.
I don't have time to divine for every first-year student.
Well, then, that doesn't sound like a me issue. Moss.
What kind of roll am I gonna give you here?
I am so sorry. Moss is
If she's gonna roll an intimidation, you need to roll what? Will save, maybe?
a wisdom save.
Yes,
Wisdom
it is
save.
Is that what I'm
wisdom.
doing?
Wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh my god, you can't. She rolled a natural 20.
This is the room for 20s.
I
Wait,
know what the day
you
is.
never know. You never know, Melissa.
What do you say? You can't beat her. She's the only.
You can try.
Roll
I
anyways,
can damn
roll
try.
anyways.
You can try, baby.
Did you roll a 20 as well? Too bad it's not enough. Wasted your 20 on someone you cannot possibly beat.
I wanted to try.
Well,
I got a
you
22.
actually managed to say that to her before she shuts you down. You just feel like this dread like seep into you, like she sees into the very depth of you, and it's not pleasant. She says, I'm sorry, I think I misheard you.
She stays quiet.
Attend your classes, or I will find a way to ensure that you do. Dismissed.
Threatening students? Headmaster.
Yeah, and she shoos you
Yeah.
out.
I leave.
It's not for very long with the headmaster, and outside you see Tamzie is still there. For some reason I imagine Tamzie like listening at the door,
Yeah, I
like
was
with a
gonna
cup.
say. Yeah, she probably like almost falls into those. She's like, "Oh, my contacts."
My contact, dear lord. Anyways, Moss comes out.
Oh, my
The
God.
second the doors close, I flip the door.
Oh, I like you. Sassy, huh?
You heard that?
Yeah, how'd that go in there? It sounded like not so good.
Not that I'm surprised. She's terrifying. What the fuck?
I
Yeah,
told
she
you.
does not much. Yeah. There's like a lot, and then there's like too much, and she's like over here.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she's like a dictator in training. You know, that's how I'm feeling right now.
You know, that only ever turns out well, right?
Oh, it's gonna turn out great. Anyway, but yeah. You new here. I assume no one's giving you a tour of this
No,
hellhole.
no, not yet, really. I guess people kind of been keeping the distance from me at times, I find. Like, sometimes I'll sneak up around someone on a corner and I'll try to say hi, and they kind of run away, screaming sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of specious assholes here. Not so sorry about that in advance. And let's see what else. Not sure. Our magic has been weird, so don't know if you are a caster, but if you are, double check that.
Yeah, I think the only thing magic about me is these.
Fists? Monk?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Hey, the way you wrapped your bandages. That's what did it.
All you can think of is the last monk you were up against in War Club and how
Yeah.
he demolished everyone.
I put on a good fight. In my
died.
defense.
Oh, no.
It was
Yeah.
humiliating. It was absolutely humiliating.
Oh my god.
The monk slaughtered everyone. We had two teams. We took out Char first. And we tried to take out their wizard. I think I went down second. Wizard went down third. Then it was down to
Moss and Io.
the Moth Io and the rogue.
And
did fuck all.
West.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
West. Yep.
Holy shit.
And
Hey,
yeah,
look, for someone who did fuck all,
Yeah.
she did get the highest grade.
Yeah.
she did fuck rogues.
Rogues. No offense.
No offense.
So I'm gonna say, as you two are talking, you see your good friends Char and Lark appear coming down the hallway. How would you describe your general I don't know, mood? How are you presenting yourselves right now?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
So who are you asking who's presenting what?
It's more like, how do you feel having left the lake? Like are you guys seeming kind of like frantic, like in looking for Moss? Are you chill?
I think it's more calm than not. Like, it's like, okay, we know what we kind of need to do soon, and we know we're not going back underwater. And I don't know how Lark is after running into Mr. Father. So are you generally keeping pretty calm after that talk you had with him?
Externally, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's something that Char is like does the.
I imagine Lark probably is kind of walking a couple paces behind you, trying to give you and Aqua some.
Does Aqua follow us? Is she staying at the lake?
No, she's still at the lake.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have to get her to come here and talk to the about going here.
Oh, right. Forgot
At some
about that.
point.
She'll get here. She'll make her way.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah. But for now, you want to go to the north area, and you've just got to collect Moss.
I think when we're approaching, it's like I probably am still a few steps ahead, and I'm like, so if we go this way and we find it when the sun starts to rise, or when it starts to set, and I'm probably like just like rambling different plans that kind of contradict each other for a little bit, all the way up, and I think that's pretty much what Char would be doing, and just like looking back, being like, right, okay, and then turning back and like walking back forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
Yeah,
approach.
not along. I have no idea what you said. Yeah.
He's facing away, so it's like really quiet. It's like, and then right, and then, okay, so we go.
Yeah, you see this kobold and elf show up, and one is frantically talking, and the other looks like she really needs a drink.
Oh, what the heck happened to you guys?
What happened to you?
Oh, I just point to like the
Like
sign
placard.
on the placard on her door.
Did you go in already? She's terrifying, isn't she?
She's horrible. She's horrible. She's threatened me. She said that she's gonna find a way to make me go to class.
She would do it too. She would do it. They would never find your body. They would never find it.
Is this like a normal thing for your teachers around here?
Just like join the conversation.
You are
Tamzie,
tiny.
she's
She's
great.
tiny.
Looks down again, like, oh right.
Oh, I kind of want to pick you up.
Ah.
I am Lark. Hi, I'm not going to pick you up.
Oh my god, that's okay. Hi, I'm Tamzie. Thanks. Tamzie. Thanks.
Yeah,
Hi,
Tansy's
Tam.
great. I get great vibes off her.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah.
I went to the
We're
headmaster's
all-
office too, you know. She's a piece of crap, I think.
Yeah. I think most people try and stay away from her. So
Yeah, she wasn't so fond of me changing the records or, you know, picking up her own stuff and trying to put it in my pockets. I assume she's, you know, not the greatest.
like stealing from her?
I mean, I prefer to call it taking without permission.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
no,
go for the
I-
pretty rock or did you go for the weird Cupid statue?
It was the rock. There's a
It was
statue.
the rock?
I didn't even know
Yeah,
there
there's like a weird little tiny like cherub statue that's like on the other shelf next to you. You were probably too focused on the rock.
Oh, next time, you know, next time. I like a good
Mm-mm.
challenge.
I think the cafeteria is doing tacos. I don't know if you guys are hungry, but I have no food in my
Yeah.
bag left since I ate my purse waffles. So maybe we could get away from this door and go somewhere else to talk.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Absolutely. Who's the lizard?
It was, closes a little notebook. I am Char. Hi. I walk over, handshake. How tall are you, by the way?
She's like 3 foot.
Okay, I'm 3'3", so this is perfect.
Oh my
Um,
god, you're slightly taller than her.
I think Char looks at you, looks you in the eyes, and looks at the top of your head, and just like
Not used to this.
handshake.
Tansy Banks, nice to meet you, honey.
I am Char Scree, and I am nice to meet you. You know, I was gonna say we should keep on going for it, but I also haven't eaten. Lark, did you say that there was tacos? I've never had one, and I really want to try the tortilla, soft
I think it's
ones.
yeah. I know it's an I, but I think it's an E. Yeah.
Like tortilla?
Yeah, like that.
That's my
Tortilla.
cousin.
Yeah, but I think that's too many syllables. But I
Oh.
think it's kind of like a waffle, like a
Waffle?
bent waffle.
I thought it was just like a flattened out piece of bread. Like I thought it was
waffle
just
cup.
A waffle cone, like ice cream.
Cup. U-shaped.
It doesn't look like a kobold, does
Why
it?
don't we just, because if she opens the door, I don't want to be standing here. So if we could just,
yeah. Let's go.
Yes.
Woo.
Come on over to the cafeteria.
it's my favorite place.
As we take
I'm
our
gonna make a chalupa.
as the scene transition happens, I think Char says to Moss, "So how did that go?" And then like screen wipe to the next scene.
Yeah. You guys get the whole story.
And then I gave her the finger.
Yeah.
Her door, but
To the door. But
Define
Look
this,
now.
you said, right? define this. And you flip.
Yeah. Yeah. She's horrible.
You know, I'm more scared to keep doing these things because if she is the issue, I don't want to be in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble for that. But
I mean, if she's the issue, then there's nothing we can do about it.
yeah, I know, I'm well aware. Oh, that's the worst part. I know,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Oh my
But I mean, it can't be just us. Like, we can't be the only people concerned about her changing all the
No, we can't be.
towers and ecosystems and snatching people's magic
They're doing
temporarily, but
what?
still, I don't know if it's. I don't know. Sometimes it comes and goes, and then people lose it, and
Yeah.
then it comes back, and
I point to a sorcerer who doesn't have magic who's crying on the next table
I mean,
over.
it comes back.
No, my and that's just happening. You just hear echoes of that, like, my lightning, my illusions, just all up and down the halls every morning.
It's definitely mostly the sorcerers too. I feel like they would be like the worst class about this.
I mean, the wild mages are the ones who are suffering the most. So I guess all the sorcerers are maybe taking advantage of that a bit, milking it a little bit. Poor me.
I can't
Poor
believe they disabled the
sorcerer.
fire alarms for all those wild sorcerers too. Smart move. I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. to explosions everywhere. But I mean, hey, it's better that than the alarms too. Maybe.
Pretty sure
Well,
they're just trying to make
right?
us take survival class.
yeah.
I
Don't
think
take
that's what it
survival
is.
class.
I know. I know.
Helicopter. More
Never take
flashbacks.
survival class.
Creedence Clearwater plays.
Yeah, that's what you need to know, Tamzie. Just don't take survival class unless you want to be purposely drowned to see if you survive.
Oh, drownings was last semester. This semester is being
Oh.
buried alive, and then I think we have to claw ourselves out. So
How else are you gonna get out if you don't claw yourself out? I don't understand what the difficulty is here.
You just lay there, right? You're supposed to lay there.
you could just choose to die, I suppose. I think that
Guess I'll
kind of
die.
isn't
No, I'm kidding.
I guess I'll just die.
That's when you become a revenant, you get a whole bunch of cool abilities. So maybe you just,
Just die.
Guys, I'm not gonna
Wow.
die.
I'm
in a
teasing. I'm
hole
joking.
in a-
I'm joking.
Yeah, this is like a lot. Like my last school was like pretty terrible, but like not this terrible, not like this. Like, the classrooms weren't trying to kill you at like every turn. So like this is new to me. But I'm excited. I'm always here for a good time.
It's
Teachers are better than others.
yeah, it hasn't been my experience at all. I've only maybe almost died twice, and that was because of War Club. Getting
Yeah.
clubbed in the head twice.
You got clubs in the head at War Club?
Yeah, the last monk we had hanging out with us kind of just ran through me like a big old wall of straw.
Oh,
Mm.
that's unfortunate.
And I have a shield. I have a shield. I'm
It became a little blanket for you, like you
It-
fell.
almost like a sled.
I love that like the idea that you explain this to a new person just like highlights all the wild, terrible things that happen here. Like, yes, you're beaten almost to death in War Club with a club. Okay.
I feel like the one good thing is that Tansie's probably just like, oh, interesting. Sounds good.
And I
Yeah.
am loving
Nothing
it.
really surprises her.
Yeah, apparently Char's professors are pretty chill. Mine have been actually pretty chill too. So
Oh,
You know.
that's good. Okay, so the professors are okay. It's just the headmaster and some of the courses that are trying to kill you.
I wouldn't trust all the professors.
Oh, okay.
Rumor has it some of the.
Medicine's bad.
Was it the ranger professor that we heard has been someone to steer kind of clear of in a way, or might be?
The ranger professor is very intense, but not too bad. The monk professor is pretty bad. The monk professor is kind of known for regularly pushing her students to the point where they like either pass out or throw up during classes.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
The wizard professor is kind of a douche.
Jeez.
I mean,
Kind
that's
of an elitist dirtbag.
These guys.
wizards, am I right?
I mean,
Ridiculous.
yep. He's a little
Yeah.
The
elitist.
shoe fits.
The shoe.
Look, if the spell scroll fits.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Read
get
it.
up. Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna go up and get some tacos because I think that is that what's on the menu for tonight? I think that's
Of
on the
course,
menu
there's
for.
tacos.
Oh, I
It's
love it.
excellent. They have so many toppings. They have a really nice creme fraiche. It's got a good
Ooh.
little.
It's
That's
so
my-
wild. I walked up and there was the carve your own al pastor, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna do that. And I have too big of chunks that don't really fit in the small. Like I'm getting like the tortillas that are still soft shell. So and I'm like, well, this is. I'm gonna make a sandwich out of the bread's all flappy.
I should note
Is
that
it my
there's
turn
also
to
dessert.
supervise Char at the buffet?
There's also dessert tacos.
Oh, you can't do that to
Yeah,
us.
like vanilla and chocolate, like waffles
that.
that are like in taco shells with ice cream and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Magical.
Don't mind if I do.
This is something the school is known for. The school has good food.
The food is yeah.
You can't beat the food.
Lark already has her Tupperware.
That's canon.
I got my bag open. I'm wrapping up a few tacos in there. Zip that up.
Separate the tortilla from everything else so it doesn't get soggy. You don't want to.
Don't want soggy tortillas.
Yeah.
Tortillas.
Hey, which one is it? I can't remember. Is it tortilla? Tortilla. I will. I heard tortilla, and I'm gonna stick to it. Is that how it's said? I
think so.
I trust you, Moss.
Vera would know.
Where is? Just looking around. I'm guessing she's not in there at the moment. But
She's probably crying in her room without her magic.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. People are not doing well. On the plus side, that means there's no line for tacos.
I'm on my 8th now. Well, by the time
More
we-
tacos for me.
More tacos for the party. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm guessing after a little bit of time, we start talking about plan for the tower. Char kind of takes out a bunch of like pieces of scrap paper and lays them out on the table like piece by piece so he can kind of map it out a little bit. Then he's like, hold on, before I map it out, he starts putting it in just one piece so not everyone can see. So he does like a diagram of the layout of the area where the towers are, tries to get like certain landmarks for like what's around and all that based off of what maps he has. So the tower at the lake had that huge crystal. Celeste and I tried to swim at it and it pushed us away, which that's crazy magical powers, wild. So we left that tower and noticed that the tower that had I don't know if the tower exploded or if it was the magical thing happened. That one had a crystal that was let me step back a little bit. At the tower, there were these crystals laid out where the towers are, or assumably. Before the other tower had the magical thing happen to it, that light was dimly blinking, kind of like a faint heartbeat, and it's now completely blackened out. So now the next one that is kind of starting to act up is up here, and that you said it was at the north tower directly.
Yeah, it's basically directly north of the school.
And this one is
And you heard from Aqua that it was changing it into a swampland. Was the one that just kind of burst, and then now to the northwest is the desert.
Okay, and it wasn't a desert before; it was all forest, right?
This was all forest, beautiful forest, and some of the horses are very upset.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Yeah,
I would be.
So Tamzie, the headmistress, is horrible.
Yes, it's
is what you're getting from all this passively.
yeah. She's
Yeah, I'm glad I can keep that in the banks, the
Mhm.
fancy banks, you know? We keep it in there.
Oh, that's clever. Oh,
I think
the- that's-
some of us are maybe starting to suspect that she might be involved in
Involved.
the changing of the biomes
She
around
did
the
it. She
school.
did it.
Well, we don't know that. There's no proof. It's a suspicion.
Who else in the
Innocent until
area
proven
is
guilty.
powerful enough?
We don't know anything about Cardamon, so he's not around much. That's
Cardamon
suspicious.
is supposedly not a caster.
What? Why would
Well-
Headmasters be doing this, by the way? I'm just curious. They got a reason? No, you just
Well-
don't. They're just kind of yucky. Is that what was saying?
Well, the school was founded here, in this one specific spot, and it sounds like it came up overnight by the time it was put into place, and it was founded by the two headmasters in this one position. These towers have existed before them, and now they're at this weird focal point, and apparently there's connection with the magic that comes from these towers to certain fae things. Apparently, that's what I heard from Aqua, and I think maybe something from the Sylvan on the wall said something like that. I don't know. I
There was Sylvan.
on the walls written there.
Actually, though, when you say that, Lark took tons of notes.
Mm-hmm.
May I?
Drawings, diagrams, pie charts, Venn diagrams. I got a lot.
I'm reading all
Oh.
the notes.
All of it.
Oh,
I love the idea that you made
What's
Venn
the other
diagrams
one
that's
of
like-
like ancient writing. Like, why? There were no Venn diagrams in Sylvan, but there are now.
There are now.
You had pressure
And what's
barometers.
the other one that has the ones that go across and the ones that go down?
Like
Bar graphs? No.
And they like
Cross sticks, crossword puzzles.
no, it's like that.
hashtag.
It's like that, but
Ha.
it has rows that go across and rows that go down. And you like check
like
which two meet.
like graphs,
There's
like
There's the
yeah.
point is there are diagrams, there are graphs, there are pie charts, there
Like
are
coordinates?
scatter graphs.
There's
name it.
anything you need is
I've
pretty much
made
going to be
one.
in there. Anything that we were able to
Okay.
observe, you're able to see more or less.
Okay, perfect.
Some of them are just like a pie chart about my love for waffles, but you know,
Yeah.
it counts.
Do I see cute little waffle doodles in the corner?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Stacks.
Little
Beautiful.
waffle man.
Hmm. Do I see like a list that's like all the potato dishes that you have yet to try?
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
notes there. You can
Mhm.
certainly try to do some kind of check to see if you can get more information out of it.
Oh, okay. I would love to do that. Can I do a I'm trying to see. Oh, I suck at everything that has to do with history. The best thing I have
Just
is
like me in real life.
survival.
No, I'm kidding.
The best thing I have is survival.
I would say Arcana, history. Yeah, I said Arcana. Yeah, that's probably all that comes to mind for me. It's kind of like ancient writing on a wall, right? So
Okay, I'm just gonna roll. Those are all +1, but we'll see what happens.
why not, right? Like, I mean, worst that happens is you
30,
don't
20.
30-20. Okay. Let's see what you get here. Investigation was an option too. I apologize. If you
Still
if that's-
+1.
So which one did you roll?
I will say that I did Arcana. Sure.
Arcana.
I'm a
Okay,
bard.
so as everyone's chatting, you take a closer look at what's written here to try to get a sense of what is on this tower. It seems like, assuming that Lark wrote this down properly, it's basically like a super long like history textbook.
Huh?
Like it's all like in the year of our Fey Lord, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very detailed. It's got a lot of like family lineage and things like that listed too.
Oh.
Like she just like so you guys look over and you just see Moss being like, oh, the whole time she's reading it.
Yeah. She's like, this is just opposite of what I was told this was Feywild was gonna be. Oh my god.
Based on what you see here, it seems like these towers are part of what would have been a very, very ancient ritual that basically took magic from the Feywild and allowed some of it to seep into the material plane, which basically created magic on this plane.
Naughty.
So
Yeah.
it's these little towers that just sort of just gently
I'm-
divert a little bit of that magic
I'm
water.
immediately taking out a piece of paper, like out of my own bag, and I'm writing a letter home.
Fair enough.
Just like right this second. Just like
Okay, but even if it's stealing magic, where is it? How does someone collect it? I mean, are we imagining that this is siphoning off
there's a
magic from the
portal-
Feywild for
there's
her
a
to
portal that
use?
opens that's still open that can
Possibly.
it can go through, hence me being here. Okay.
So it seems like, so generally speaking, a lot of the portals to the Feywild were sort of shut in the last war, which was about 80 years ago. A few of them remain open, like the one in Quickmore where Moss is from, but they tried to close a lot of them to basically force the Fey creatures either back home or to isolate them from their communities. This is way older. This is thousands of years old. This is like
Okay.
way back. And it seems like maybe they did their purpose, they stopped, and now they're being activated again. So this is like somebody taking an ancient relic and using it again when it was never meant to be used in that way.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't, it'll take a little bit more work. You didn't kind of roll high enough to know, but it seems like each of the crystals is specifically tied to one of the Seelie quartz. So it is not only siphoning magic from the Feywild, it's taking it from specific groups.
Assholes. Anyway.
So yeah, assuming you tell everyone that.
Yes. As I'm frantically writing a letter, because what Moss is thinking is, how has this affected the portals that are still open?
Mhm.
So she's concerned about her own like home turf portal. So she's writing a letter to send that way to figure out and hopefully get a report back how it's doing.
Mm-hmm. It is worth noting, I guess, that I didn't say this explicitly, but there's nothing in anything written here that has anything to do with the curse. It seems like the curse is something else entirely, and maybe someone else who's... If somebody's using this for one purpose, it seems like someone else has also used it. Like, people are piling on this sort of power.
I wouldn't be
Basically,
surprised.
it's like a free outlet, and everyone keeps using it.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of the courts is doing this to try to stop us from siphoning. As much, at least.
And it's saying how magic was brought to this continent through these portals initially, right? Was that what it was saying? So it's wouldn't be surprising if it's reversing that flow at different points for different casters, I guess.
Okay, but surely that has to be magic that people whose magic came from, you know, not the gods, right? That's its own separate kind of magic, isn't it? Like, then why are clerics losing their magic? Or I mean, not Enris, but I mean,
well, if
their magic didn't come from the Feywild, but I mean, you know, druids or...
Yeah, what about people who pull from like the elemental powers and stuff like that?
Yeah, you're correct. All of those sources also seem to be affected.
Maybe these towers aren't just connected to the Feywild.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Well, if this is just something that's amplifying a signal and different people are using it, as said, oh god. On the plus side, that means potentially anyone could use it, which is both good and bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said that so nonchalantly for a second.
Yeah, I mean, you guys like definitely get the sense that like if you wanted, you could probably use this power in some way.
Speak with all animals.
All the time. Sounds
Forever.
tiring. Look, not all animals have a lot to say. Let me just say that.
Not all
right?
animals.
That fox scammed you guys a couple weeks ago.
Didn't scam. That was a willingly charity.
I still have
That
written down
was-
that I want to go hear the horse's half of the story.
Yeah.
I'm not letting that go.
We have a
Not
chance.
letting that
You're
go.
gonna find
I plan to stir that pot eventually.
Well, so all of these towers are connected, which means there has to be a way for us to... I'm not a wizard.
I mean,
we already
keeping
know
a
this.
School in the center of it. Why is school?
Well, it's an easy thing to pull together very strong casters who have a lot of potential for a strong caster
mean,
to do.
But also a whole bunch of trouble. I mean, you've seen some of the people we go to school with. I mean, it's not...
I mean, that trouble is
it's
still
chaos out there.
strong trouble, though.
They'd
This
rather
level
have
2
this where they
trouble.
can watch us than somewhere else.
Maybe we should see if teachers will go check the swamps and see if that tower has like exploded like completely or something. Because if that one had an issue and we're not checking that one, do we have anyone we trust that can go there?
I could ask Professor Dalma.
I would ask Rylan, but I'm pretty sure he might be in trouble because of me now for giving me a high grade. Also,
Well,
he has a kid.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if Professor Dom needs backup, he can choose other trustworthy teachers.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what his definition of trustworthy is.
I want
To be
to
honest.
see if Tamzie, give an insight roll on good old Lark being like, Professor Kadama.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go roll insight. What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. Insight. That's a 15.
Is that good enough? That's up to you, Lark.
I rolled a 12 in deception.
So what does she realize?
Something's
Something's
weird
amiss.
there.
That's not a successful
No,
roll.
it's
Successful
well, I mean,
roll.
it's like, I feel like that is a fair thing to say. That's like, you realize that there's something up. It's more than just teacher student there.
Yeah, okay, that's
That
fair.
makes sense. Yeah.
More than teacher student there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I would give more information if she was looking, like if there was something that you could visit, but it was literally a stutter on a word. I don't know if it would give that much away other than kind of, you know what I mean?
Maybe a little blush happened or something like that you couldn't control.
Okay.
Sure, there you go.
Okay, I see how this school works. I see how it is, dear. So who's your
My
boo?
friends.
Is this his teacher? You seen a teacher? This is so exciting. Oh, sorry, am I yelling? Sometimes I yell and I don't realize I'm yelling.
That might cause
Oh my
issues.
god, I'm sweating.
down the table is just like, yes, you are.
Oh, sorry.
Extra meal.
You don't even have any Coronas or Modelo's over here. Goodness. It is taco night, though.
We don't talk about it in public spaces.
Sorry, okay. It's on the down low. Gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah.
we probably shouldn't be talking about
Field.
it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right. Does anybody want to make copies of my notes before I take them
Yes.
to him?
I am taking oddly very good copies. Like very like if she wanted to study,
I've
they would
never
be
seen
great.
Moss take notes before.
This is the inner rogue, the inner forgery, if we need it.
The inner forgery is just like
It's practically photocopies. It's fine. Do you want it in color? Because I mean, I can do it in color now too.
yeah, I have it like all color coded. Like
Incredible.
Before I go, like, what's the plan? So he looks over them, talks to the teachers, gets back information. We aim for tomorrow.
Well, what is
They'll come
break
back with
starting
information,
again?
Break
discuss
soon.
with each other, make a solid plan of action.
Yeah.
Tamzie, you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have
you
to.
know?
You don't just don't share too much.
But you know, if you're bored and you
Yeah, if you're bored.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go to my morning PE anyway, so like, I might as well just come anyway.
Don't do it if you don't feel like it. Just be wary of what you heard happen to me. Also, they do take a little bit of your stipend away, but I don't accept their bribes. It's fine.
It's free money. I don't know.
yeah, I take all.
It's
the
money
bribes.
that they got
Any
through
bribe.
colonization. It's blood money, as far as I'm concerned.
Some of us are hungry, Moss. Okay, right.
Food is free
Okay.
here.
We meet back up before bed.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we're all on the same floor. Looks over at Tamzie.
Did you get your dorm assignment?
Yeah. Do you have your floor plan yet? Do you know where you're rooming?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm living in.
I feel like you're like, yeah, I know exactly where I'm living, and you like fumble in your pockets, like let me just find my schedule, but there actually is a schedule in your pocket. It actually does say you're like, oh,
good.
Yeah.
I do know.
Yes, you're also on the
Don't
first floor.
keep an eye on your key. A lot of us rogues are actually tasked to like snag other keys as practice. So
Oh.
like, yeah, just keep an eye on your key. As I produce her key.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You take it again, I might take a finger. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, I've started to keep my key off of a keychain. It's actually being
Yeah.
I keep it in my, well, actually not today. It's not in my jacket under the coat. It's actually in the. I look over at Moss. It's like,
Also gives.
Moss
You're
has one of those
sure you
bullshit
don't wanna-
assignments where it's like you have to steal 3 keys a day,
3 keys a day to
Ugh.
fix the class.
and you have to like write a report on like how it felt to steal the keys.
Like what techniques were used, like
Yeah.
describe the moment.
is this a copy? Puts it away.
You're sure you don't want to talk to Professor Alaramas?
He has a daughter.
No, not
apparent-
to go, but to show him the notes, see if he knows anything. Not to send him out into the.
No, what
Proverbial
I'm concerned about is the
battlefield.
following. He has a kid who's stuck
Yes.
here, who is could
Yes.
potentially be targeted by the really horrible headmistress to keep him complacent. I don't put this past her. She is evil and horrible. And B, I'm pretty sure he's already getting questioned because I'm doing literally straight A's in his class, even though I don't show up like a quarter of the time. So, like literally, it was part of like a moment in the conversation. So, I think I don't want to like screw him up more without like Now, if he asks me something and the door is open, that's one thing. But like, I don't want to screw him up. He's like the one decent teacher around here.
I mean, isn't his wife here? Isn't she like crazy assassin?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Is
Yeah, she like sat in the back of the room, but like she didn't like announce herself. She just snuck up and then she was there. Like really well done. It was really nice. Anyway, really well done sneak. Okay,
Right,
I'll talk
right.
to him.
You don't have to. Or you could do it like really roguey, like you're coming to talk about something else, and you just bring this up.
You,
and see
you don't
if,
know what roads do yet.
like
no. Okay.
like you're fishing in the information. No, is that not what rogues do? I really thought
We
that's what
can't.
rogues did.
We can. It's not like that, but okay.
I don't want to know. So you just do it however you have to do it. And then because I know what you're thinking, I know you don't want to get in trouble, but I think he's kept secrets for Callan. He knows, and he hasn't said anything, so I'm just saying probably not.
Oh, okay. So he already has the approval of. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Okay.
But no,
Yeah.
don't get him in trouble, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't want to get the poor dude in trouble. Like, shoot.
Jeez.
Okay.
So trying to see what sources we have to find more information out, and do we want to try to scout to have somebody check on the swamp tower now? I guess that we can call it that, because if there's anything there after this
We should get-
cataclysm,
the information first.
Yeah.
And then we should all go together.
so we'll go to the
Okay.
swamp tower and then also the desert tower.
During
Okay.
break, do we have enough time to travel to both during break?
I would think so. I mean, the towers are travelable. It seems like within a day at least.
Oh, okay.
the desert one's a little bit further, but yeah.
Okay.
Road trip.
That means we have to buy horses. And I look at Lark.
That means I get to pack a lunch.
Horse.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, you could use
Yeah.
the school horses, but apparently that's a chumps game.
Well, I mean, it depends how much a horse is. It's like all my money. Can I rent a
Wait, how
horse?
much
Do they
is a
have horse
horse?
rental places? Not
it-
the free horses, not the.
Can you
purchase
lease a
horse, but, like,
horse?
somewhere-
Like, start.
somewhere
I'm
in the
sure.
middle.
I think it might be one of those
Well,
things
don't-
where you can it's like a sign out sheet for the horses, but everyone wants a specific one and not like the really dinky one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what dinky
I'm
here-
Dinky
What's
Horse.
your dinkiest horses?
My name is Dinky Horse and I'm here to sell you car insurance.
The probably cheapest you could go is if you wanted to buy a draft horse or a camel. Those are only 50 gold.
technically, Char and our lovely goblin friend could do riding mastiffs for cheaper.
That's
That's
true.
true.
I
Technically,
also-
you could buy mastiffs for 25 or ponies for 30.
I want to see if I can write home and see if they can come down with a guard drake for me.
Oh,
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
smart.
It's a really nice little, four-legged beast form dragon with no wings. It's the size of a small bear, I believe, usually.
You could always ask Aqua to be your mount.
Buy her dinner first. Dear
I've
She would love you to buy her dinner,
I'm
actually.
gonna cook her fish. Because I like
She
fish.
does. She prefers them raw. She prefers them raw.
Well, I'll season it raw.
Sushi.
That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I found this really good recipe for, they call it Kewpie mayo, and also nori. we had another player who played a character named Nori, so
Yeah. And then Nori got bitten by a werewolf and sent away.
Yeah.
as one does. As
Yeah,
one
he
does.
got attacked. On the plus side, Lark did punch the werewolf in the nose and scare it away.
Yeah.
Good.
Literally
It's in her
walked
resume
the werewolf
now.
and just punched it in the nose.
Giving me old bonk on the nose. Bad
Oh,
dog.
the noggin.
She's really proud of it. She brings it up whenever she feels a little insecure about something else. So like,
You know
build her
what?
back
I
up.
would too.
Yeah,
I would
same.
bring it up all the fucking time. Remember that
Big
time when I
same.
punched a werewolf in the nose and it ran away?
Yeah,
Good
big
times.
same. Yeah.
That's what I would say every time I got drunk.
Remember
Yeah.
that time I punched a werewolf in the face?
Every single time I got drunk, that is exactly what I would tell people.
You
Yeah.
do.
Love that.
We know. Okay, who wants to go see a various professor first? Is there anyone wants to talk to? Also,
Okay.
you guys can go in groups. Like, there's no reason you guys can't, go see Professor Alara or, Cal or anything like that together.
I think I actually kind of want to go talk to Melker about this and see if he knows anything about, or how he views, like, where we're at, anything he knows about, like, those towers, or what he knows about the current events going on.
See if Melker has any information.
Yeah.
All right. So Melker is the paladin professor. He is a giant bugbear,
My friend.
and he is a good dude.
hmm Seems at least. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
He was very kind to Nori when Nori was struggling. I think it
Yeah.
was kind of one of the only times we've seen him.
Technically a goblinoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hattie.
Well.
Boy, howdy.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do that first then?
Sure. It's gonna be a quick thing anyways, because I'm just trying to cover bases and see if he knows anything going on.
Sure. He is outside training in the what do you call that area? Just the training grounds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sparring
He's just
zones.
outside kind of training away, doing his thing, It's he's on break too, so he's enjoying it.
I approach and I'm like, Captain, Professor, I salute, and I can't, like, now that we haven't, like, been fully, like, well, now that everything's been going on, I'm, like, a little thrown off, so I'm like, salute, no, stand attention, we're paladins, we're not soldiers. Professor Malker, Professor Malker, do you have a moment to talk?
Is something wrong?
I mean, you've kind of seen what's been going on with magic. Have you been affected by that, or has students come to you about that?
Not many like us, but I see others suffer.
Is there anybody else around us, by the way?
No.
Just us in this courtyard, little
Yeah,
training area,
Yeah, people are kind of,
in and out on their own.
yeah, they're doing their own things.
I'm gonna grab you know what? I'm gonna grab a training greatsword. It's heavy, so I generally can't use it
Yeah.
too well, and I'm gonna like light spar with him if he's cool with that while I talk.
Yeah,
So
always game for a spar.
I've been reading a lot of Berserk for the first time, and so Guts with his giant dragon slayer sword kind of been in the back
Right.
of my head. Professor, so have you heard about what's happening around the school with like up north, how the forest has changed into to swamps?
This is not new.
Not new. Has it happened before?
No, it has been happening for some time. And it will continue. He seems like a little, I don't know, like he just doesn't think there's anything he can do about that. Resigned. It's a little resigned to that.
Well, what's causing it? It seems like it's a disturbance in magic. I want to trust you with something, a piece of information that I don't know if it is fair to put on your shoulders. Can I talk about something that might be pretty sensitive, not necessarily emotionally, but just, some would say, damning?
I am your teacher. I bear the weight so you do not have to.
It's a weight that we're all going to probably have to bear at some point soon. I made my way down into the lake, and I've seen some things. You see, there's tower in the lake, and are you aware of that tower there?
Yes.
And you're aware of the tower up north where the swamp was, and how that kind of something happened with it, and
There are seven around
towers.
these grounds,
Yes.
and many more throughout the world.
Many throughout the world. I've heard that there are channels of magic in from different places. Fae. Is it other places too outside of the Fae?
Not to my knowledge. But I know the school was built here because of them.
That's what I've kind of come to the conclusion of, because we're right in the center of 6, and was there one here previously before the school, or is it built into the school? I don't need to know that actually immediately, so I appreciate you talking to me about this. I'm worried that type of burst that happened is going to happen again, and I think I may know more than I should about it right now, just based off of being inquisitive. Do you know if anyone's been to the tower up in the swamp area since that has happened?
I have heard of a woman who has been passing through the barrier that no others seem to pass through. She is not one of us.
I'm passing through the barrier. Professor, I'm worried that our headmaster has something to do with this, and it wouldn't be anyone related to there shouldn't be any correlation between our headmaster and this person. Could there be? Do you know if the headmaster's doing anything to stop this, or if they're trying to do anything to make it worse?
I know this curse was not her intent, but the swamplands were.
Why? Why is she displacing so much natural ground, so many creatures from their homes, disrupting ecosystems? This is going to change climates. This is going to change us so much more. It's just a matter of time until the devastation really starts to show its head, to rear its ugly face. And I am.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, "Big heart, breathe." In my experience, wizards will do what they can because they can. Because they seek power and control over the world in a way that is not natural. I need a moss sticker. Where's my post-its?
Headmaster's ears start ringing like,
I have never had an especially high regard for their kind.
No one likes to stereotype, but certain characteristics and certain people go for certain things. For wizards to be supposedly, self-taught, or some would say,
one does not become a diviner because they can handle not knowing.
That's very scary. I want to do something about this, and I want to make sure the people around us are staying safe. Is there anything you would recommend that I do? Anything you recommend that I don't do? Anyone I should avoid?
I am not sure. There are some even among the professors here who do not think me capable of such conversations.
That's a low.
But if a wizard has started this, perhaps others of her ilk may be of use. But I would not trust them without having earned it.
I'll heed that word. I'll heed that. All right.
I do know she will not stop until she is forced to stop. Her kind never will.
Well, what is she doing specifically? Like, do you know her goal? I don't know her goal.
She claims it is for the betterment of the school and its students. This we do not agree on.
Agreed. Well, with you. All right. I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I don't want to be speaking too much about this. Just, who knows if she's ever watching? It's scary.
She is often watching. I would avoid using her name when possible.
I'm guessing that kind of alerts her to it, huh?
It is like hearing someone use your name in a conversation nearby. It draws her eye more easily.
All right, well, that was the guess, so I'm glad we kind of avoided it.
You should be careful. The professors have less power than you may think to stop her. And you are young.
There's power in numbers, you know.
I do.
I think I just smirk right back in the middle of that, and I'm probably gonna spar them for an extra like 5 or 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna drop the conversation and just keep on sparring from there.
Buddies. Yeah,
He's a cool guy.
I like him. He's one of my favorites. And Luna's just like blowing up in the background, like.
You can trust a paladin's word.
There you go. That's Moker Blackthorn, one of our faves.
I love him.
Pardon?
I love him.
Isn't he the best? He's my buddy.
That's my dad.
That's my dad.
Not my dad.
I was like on their first day of classes, Char said he said something about like Char being small, and Char was like, "No, I'm big of heart." And now he's like understood.
He's like, my
Done.
big boy.
Good boy. I also love like this little tiny like kobold guys like hanging out with this giant bugbear
'Cause
man.
They're like 6'10" to like 7 feet
Huge.
tall.
Like,
They're
he's big for a bugbear too.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, he's thick.
He's thick.
thick
If you want a
daddy
big
milker.
like if you want a oh shoot, what are they called?
Yes.
A big old bug.
A big old
Never
bug
mind.
boy. Big old
He's
bug
a
man.
big boy. He a man.
That's a man. That's a whole ass man.
Yeah. I think the one of my notes I have for him is things about him. Every day is leg day.
Motto.
I love him.
Where's
He's
He's
Flip
not
at?
wrong. Who wants to go visit someone else next? You can all pick a professor if you want to try to get some information. I'll give I guess Sarah, you can get a little bit if you want to describe the kind of professor you'd like to talk to or the class that they teach.
I mean, I guess maybe some sort of like a tech course. Are there any like
There's an
techie
artificer
course?
teacher.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe she took that as like an elective or something.
Take a class with take a class with one of the artificers.
Yeah, take a class with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go next, or do you want to think about it a little bit before I spring it on you?
I'll think about it for a minute.
Okay.
Let me marinate.
Did you, Lark? Did you want to go see Cal or Moss? You were going to see Professor Alara.
Yeah.
Whoever wants
Yeah,
to go first.
Before we part ways, can I talk to Moss for a second? There's nothing bad. Oh my, why is everybody always saying like it's the we need
He
to
just
talk?
got called
Never
into the
phrase it like
principal's
never
office.
phrase it like I know this. I know
Everyone's
this.
edgy now. Everyone's just like terrified
Everyone's
of being
so
called
on
out.
edge. No, not bad. Not
Okay.
I don't know. Not good. Right. Okay. I have some business to attend to in
Okay.
the city. So,
Okay.
if I'm not back tonight by the time you guys have your meeting, can you send your owl to the blah 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 inn?
Mhm.
And I will relay any information I get in case I don't get to see you guys tonight.
Yes. Just so you know, that far away, I won't be able to see through her. So
Yeah,
it'll-
no.
yeah.
I can write notes or
Yeah,
I can
just letting you know, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
yes.
can do that.
Okay.
I can do that. And if you're not there, because now you're sounding like you're planning something slightly shady, and I don't want to make sure you don't get murdered.
No. I don't do shady things. You are internalizing. I
am covering all
Obey
my
the law.
bases as a friend.
okay, yeah, no. I mean, if I'm not back, if the owl can't find me, and I'm not at the inn. It's been really nice being your friend.
Oh, I'm not just gonna get. I'm getting Callahan if that
Whoa!
happens.
Okay, just it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, I just wanted to let somebody know so that you don't
Yeah.
have to worry.
What? Hence, I am now know, and if I do not hear from you, I am going to get Callahan.
I'm going to an inn, not
I
a
know.
murder party.
I know.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I think I have enough tacos. Okay.
Did you fill up your container?
Yes.
I hand her another container.
And I put some cheese in my pocket, which is really embarrassing, but that's the best part. And it's dry, so
Mm-hmm. If
Yeah.
it is it still in the like if it's still in the rind, it'll be fine.
yeah, just don't
Yeah.
tell people I have cheese in my pocket.
That's fine.
Oh my
That's
God,
fine,
what
Mike.
if the animals get me? What if they smell the
Yeah,
what if they smell my pocket full of cheese?
Traveling with food at night is not a good idea, but during the day it'll be fine.
I'm just gonna start eating the pocket cheese. Okay, All right. Well, that's it. That
Okay.
was it. That's all I wanted to say. That was it.
Enjoy
Okay,
your visit.
great.
That's not suspicious at all.
It's not suspicious.
You normally stay inside studying. You never go out.
Have fun storming the castle.
By the way, I love the pocket snacks. I approve. I approve of all
I
the
know.
pocket snacks.
Yeah.
I knew Ellie would like
Homage
it.
to Ellie.
Yeah. We've mentioned the apology sandwich. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on the food table for the cafeteria now. The apology sandwich as a menu item.
There's the
Actually,
whole
it is.
sandwich
Somebody
in it,
made
yeah.
for the servers. Somebody made a roll table where you can roll a D100 to see what you get for lunch, and one of the options is the apology sandwich.
Whoever made that, I love you.
I think that's Phil. I think Phil's watching
Yeah,
right now.
Phil's
us
watching.
Phil, I
here.
love you.
You did it. You did it.
baby.
We haven't forgotten. Apology sandwich, never forgotten.
Never give up.
That's
Never.
the best way to say you're sorry.
Mhm.
Shove a sandwich under someone's door.
And then later reclaim it because you actually want the sandwich for yourself.
That's what we would-
You never really wanted to give them the sandwich. Let's be honest.
They were just.
They got really drunk. Yeah. That was one of the episodes where Penny was gone. Nothing good happens when Penny left.
No.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you
Need
gonna
supervision.
go? Do you want to go to the inn then first?
No, because I'm just dropping the notes off.
Dropping the notes off. Sorry, which
Yeah.
note?
All
Oh, you're
the
dropping
notes.
off. Oh, I see. You're dropping
Yeah.
off the notes of the tower.
Correct.
Gotcha. You
Then
want to know
what
what
is-
his opinion is?
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm following along. Took me a
Yep.
little bit.
Yep. That is a stop in the in the direction.
Okay, excellent. Good job. Okay, so you successfully do that. He's actually passed out when you arrive. Like it looks like he basically ran himself to the bone to get here. And now that he's found you, he's sort of like it's all hitting, you know what I mean? So, you can leave him something to eat or he's also, I mean, he's your mentor. Let's be honest. He's not taking care of himself.
Okay, so are we skipping right to the inn?
Up to you. Do you
Oh,
want
because I'm gonna drop my notes off first.
I thought you were dropping your notes off to him. You're dropping your notes off to Cal?
No, I'm going to Cal. Yes.
Okay. I was very confused
Yes.
of what order you were doing
Yes.
things in.
Though now that you mention that, that's
I
not
figured
a
you were giving
terrible
them
idea.
both. I thought you were giving them both copies of the notes, actually.
That is an excellent idea, and that is what I'm going to do. But yes, on the way off.
Damn it! I
Yes.
gave a player an idea.
You did.
Never,
Thank you.
Never
Thank
do
you.
that.
I didn't even think about it. Yeah.
Ugh.
So Cal first. Gather what information he has. Write everything down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gonna
Okay.
go.
All right. Let's go find Cal. So I don't think we've shown, has any of you been to the professor dorms yet? All right, let's go see the professor dorms. Lurk, you know where he is. You've been here a couple times, since, you started secretly dating. So you head over to, it's kind of near the student dorms, but it's much smaller. It's very, I don't know, it looks very small and calm and almost unexciting in any way. But you walk into the main area and it's just white kind of cement walls, very plain and clean. And on one wall is every professor's name and a little button next to their name. And at the far end of the hall are 3 just plain white doors. So you find the one that's for Cal, you push it, and one of the doors at the end of the hall slides and becomes a different door, which now allows for access to his apartment specifically. I guess you knock. You can head in, you don't have to knock.
Oh no, I'm gonna knock. What if he's
Not fucking rude.
dancing naked? I don't know.
Do you think Callahan Dalma has ever danced
No.
naked? Come on.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
So little joy in him.
So you knock and he says, "Come in," and the immediately kind of a mage hand spell goes off and the door automatically opens for you. He is inside cooking.
I will close the door and say hi.
He's cooking potatoes.
I love potatoes.
Yeah. He's making a I forget what this is called, but it's like scallop potatoes, but it's served in like kind of like a weird ring. Like they swirl. I forget what they're called. Anyways, it's a ring of scallop potatoes with like cheese on top. And he's just putting it out of the oven.
Dauphinoise?
Maybe.
I think it's a French word.
It's a fancy French potato dish.
Yeah.
He's making that. And he says, I thought maybe you had a hard day.
I was gonna say, are you eating potatoes without me?
I thought you might come by. He snaps his fingers and the table sets itself. There's wine and also meat, but you know, the potatoes are the main course and he knows it.
I'm here for the potatoes.
Yeah. Like he knows what you're here for.
Potatoes.
He and says, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, long day. How did everything go with this school?
Sorry, with the
people losing their magic and freaking out and trying to molest all the godly students.
Thankfully, not many people came to me specifically. I don't think many see me as a caster. Him being an Eldritch Knight. But I know a few of the other professors have had to hide out.
Yeah, we have been tearing at Enris. So
you see, like, I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you know he gets like a little when you mention Enris, like, gonna mention him in my house? It's that little bitch. Anyways, but he doesn't say it.
I couldn't see that look.
I didn't say anything.
No, your face said it.
I don't have a face. And he like puts his hand over his face and it makes an illusion that he doesn't have a face.
What face?
What face? You're very dramatic sometimes.
Ducky got it. The spiral scallop potatoes are called Palms Anna. That's it.
Nice.
Thank you. Ducky Googles everything I ever say to make sure that I'm not misrepresenting food.
I'm making a fool out of myself.
True support. Anyways, he jokes and then he brings his hand back up and his face reappears. He says, sorry, I wanted to make you laugh.
It worked. Okay. But I brought these notes. So don't freak out. We might have went diving in the river with the little dragon that lives there. I think you met her at the masquerade. Aqua, little girl, is a dragon, lives in the river. So do I need to slow down?
No, I can follow that there's a dragon in the river and that you went swimming.
Diving, right.
I assume you had your friend help you with some kind of water breathing.
You don't need to talk about him. But yes. Anyway, so there's Enris. He doesn't deserve this hate. I mean, I love it, but like, he doesn't deserve it. So
Enris is a little drama queen, anyways.
That's not untrue.
I mean, come on, he showed up to the ball calling himself the Forgotten, because he's the Forgotten boy.
Oh my god, the drama!
The drama.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, the tower that had the bubble, the one that burst, and then the people lost their magic, right? Mm-hmm. There's another one in the lake. So we went to go look at it, mm-hmm. and then I'm gonna take out all my notes. I'm gonna try and like cross out the ones that are like my charts about loving potatoes and stuff.
Which potato is the better potato?
Red all the little like
russet
like
potato?
Bubble hearts like L+C. That is not this page. This is the one.
Don't look at this one. Don't look at this one.
Don't look at this one. This is the one. This is the tower. Do you know what this is? Is this?
Yes, I know what the towers are.
Right.
I'm not even surprised that you snuck out and saw them, even though you shouldn't be.
We didn't sneak. There was no sneaking.
No, you're
Just-
right. The hidden tower that is underwater.
It's only hidden because it's underwater. Water is not like a do not pass zone.
It is
It's
when you're
water.
level 3.
You shall not pass.
We were swimming in it at a party just, a month ago.
Continue. You
Anyway.
you went down to look at the tower underwater, and I suppose he just kind of like says, all right, so like what happened then?
Oh, nothing. Well, it kind of
So
like,
wait, nothing happened.
well, I mean, we didn't break it or
Well, that's good.
touch it. We just looked at it. It was
Probably best not to break something that ancient without knowing what it'll do.
I'm pretty
Probably
sure I
best
said
to
that.
leave it alone.
Pretty sure I said exactly that.
Well, you're a clever girl.
Do a good. No, we didn't.
Ruining Laura by complimenting her in game. I don't know what to say now.
No, I'm flustered.
He pours you some wine and hands it to you, like in the equivalent of what Melker did, like hand on shoulder, but he gives you wine instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink all of that.
That just okay, it's gone. All right.
Yeah.
It's a sip. Okay. Continue.
Because there's more. So Moss read some of these things, and I'll pass him like the page that has where I wrote like what Moss is this. Did you know that this is funneling energy from the Feywild magic?
Yes.
From the
I did.
right. Oh, things you could have told me the last time I brought this up. Okay, fine.
It's
You
not
just-
something you should be worried about. You should be
Well,
focused
when
on your
we-
classes.
I am doing excellent in all my classes. You know that. Except
Didn't
for
say you
medicine.
weren't.
But the medicine teachers, that's his fault. That's not mine. So anyway, I mean, he is awful.
I know, like
So we were thinking that if you had any more information, then Moss and Char and we made a new friend today, Tamzie. She's a goblin. I think she's gonna come with us, but we thought that we'd maybe go to the tower in the swamp.
all right.
If you have any details, any other tidbits you haven't shared that I could use before I get there and find them out myself.
What do you want to know?
Anything that could be helpful. We're trying to stop somebody. We're not pointing fingers at
So
anybody.
you know, then.
We have decided not to point fingers.
Of course.
Moss is pointing, Tamsie's I am not pointing fingers.
Like everyone else is pointing fingers.
Everyone else is pointing fingers.
Let's
but
be honest here. All right. You want to know about the tower, about how to get close to it? You want a map?
I want to know where the magic's going, why this wall was built between the towers, why the towers are changing the biomes, what...
I don't know all of the answers, but I know that the towers are currently being used to teleport entire areas. It's quite literally taking part of the forest and moving it to where there is a swamp and taking the swamp from that location and moving it back.
from that location in the Feywild.
No, it's within our plane. The magic, the power comes from the Feywild, but it's all happening here.
Why?
I don't know. Or rather, I don't believe what I've been told. He takes a big drink.
What have you been told?
That it will help increase enrollment. Which seems like a rather simple thing for changing an entire ecosystem.
I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense.
I agree entirely, but we are not all privy to Isolda's plans. And I've been here less time than some of the others, and she does not trust me.
Well, we don't trust her. Okay, what about Cardamon? Does anybody see him around? He was here like the first day and then gone.
I haven't seen him in weeks. I don't know what's happened to him. Whenever anyone asks Isolda, she says he's working. But I hardly see what another fighter would be doing right now, rather than being with his students.
Okay. Doesn't. Okay.
I know, it's not enough. Like I said, you're not the only ones who are concerned.
I think Moss is gonna go talk to Professor Alara, see if he, I don't know, knows anything else.
Maybe.
We're kind of short on, professors we trust. So
the list being
you and I guess maybe Professor Alara. Oh, Char likes his paladin teacher.
Melker.
Yeah.
Keeps his distance, but he seems a good guy.
Yeah, well.
Sorry, I just looked up at the chat and someone's just like, the dog is Cardamon. She turns in their headmaster to a dog and just keeps him in her office. Oh, that's good.
She would, though. She
That's
would.
good. Oh, if I didn't know where he was, I would steal that. That's delicious. Continue. I'm sorry. This is such a good answer.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's kind of.
It won't be hard to find the tower, though. The spell is based on proximity, spreading out from central point. So find the center and you'll find the tower. It's not small either. You'll probably notice it as you get close.
Okay. Swamps. Ew. Well,
Womps. Ew.
Lark. Oh, no, wait, I took prestidigitation. Never mind, I'm fine. Yay, 3rd level. Okay, never mind, it's fine. Clean all the things. I'm going to have another large glass of wine.
All right.
I am headed into the town.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that I like, a teacher of sorts, from the basin showed up. Apparently, I haven't talked to him yet, but he was saying something about I'm not a cleric, and it's something.
Sorry, you're not a cleric?
Yeah.
Is he sane?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Given the amount of healing you've cast, I find that hard to believe.
That's what I would have said, but there's been a lot going on. I don't know. It said it was something to do with my father, so I don't really know. So,
And you said he was a teacher?
yeah, cleric at the temple.
I see. And he takes another drink of wine.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know that that's where I would be.
All right. Well, if you need me to kill anyone, let me know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's actually really sweet. But I don't think it'll be necessary.
The only player I know who'd be like, thank you. Sweet.
Like you. It is though. It is.
Luna, can we cash that in on Isolda? Anyone need me to kill? Your boss. Dare I live out the American dream?
I imagine she has to be like,
Yeah.
what do you say, like how's like level 14? She's gotta be higher than like,
Yeah.
I mean, I like where you're going. Just eliminate things from the source, right? No source, no more problems.
If we get rid of Isolda, Cal can run the school.
We don't know that it was her.
Do you say that to him? Like, we don't know it was Isolda?
Yes.
He says, of course it was Isolda. What are you talking about?
You don't, where's your proof?
She told us in a staff meeting.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's when she told us to increase student enrollment. She was gonna do this, and did not get the reaction she expected.
God, I was telling Moss she was right.
The worst thing about Moss for your character, for Lark, is that Moss is always right.
She's never gonna let it go. She's never going to let this go.
Why don't you have some potatoes? I don't know when you ate last, but you don't always eat. Have some water. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Any other specific questions for Cal over the course of dinner?
Nope. That was it. Just the general chit chat, catch up.
How do you know it was her? She told us in the staff meeting. Well, shit. Fuck her. All right. 2 left. Moss, do you still want to go see Professor Alara?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I should have described them. Sorry. I should say, for anyone who doesn't know, Cal is like a human man, dark hair, and he has a large scar down his face that looks like it might have been like a lightning bolt or something like that. And he is extremely buff, as he is an Eldritch Knight and obviously primarily a fighter. He has a tattoo somewhere on his body.
I know.
But next we're doing Professor Alara. So Professor Alara is also human. He is a bard, College of Eloquence, short brown hair, big smile, a little bit of scruff. He's just a big, lovable teddy bear of a man.
Yep. I go to his office.
He's in his office, and you knock, and when he enters the door, he greets you by name. You head inside, and you can see that his daughter is sitting by the fireplace in like a little magic playpen playing. She's
like
got,
running into the walls and bouncing off.
Yeah, basically. She's kind of mosh pitting, to be honest. Like, it's like all bouncy. So she's like slamming into a wall and flying backwards and then bouncing.
Oh my god, I want to be in there.
That looks like so much fun. Like, that's how Moss like opens up like that.
I can teach you how to cast it. Spell of my very own.
Please, I would appreciate that. Can she listen through that?
No, not on specifics. It's playing music. If you
Okay.
stick your head in, you can hear.
I stick my head in and I say hi to I don't ignore the child.
It's doing like an alphabet song.
Is it
She's like
common?
singing and dancing and
It's just in
bouncing off
common.
walls. No, it's not common. It is in celestial.
It's pretty. Okay. I don't know celestial, so that's less horrible to me.
It sounds nice. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
it
don't know
sounds
celestial,
nice.
it sounds pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, she already knows like kind of the common and elven alphabet, so
Yeah.
expanding.
Stacking up.
That's what
Stacking
happens
up.
when you're a 6-year-old adventurer's daughter.
Yeah. Little by little.
He
Okay,
says,
and I
"Please take a seat," and he gestures to a pair of seats that are kind of facing each other.
I sit. So,
How are you doing?
you know,
Still have your
things are.
magic?
Oh yeah. I cast what is it? Druidcraft and
Mhm.
it goes off without a hitch. Yep, still have magic. So just heads up. You might want to start scoring me lower so Isolda doesn't hate you more.
She called you in then.
Yes, she's terrifying and horrible and a bitch.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I assumed she would speak to me. It's a little odd that she spoke to you, if I'm entirely honest. If she's concerned about grading, she should speak to the professor who gave you the grades personally.
Well, she accused me of giving you a sob story because you are a softie. Thus
that checks out.
Both reactions got me. Okay.
He's self-aware. He's like,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Moss doesn't have a filter. We already knew this.
Ashley would go fight her. Would you call my husband?
I called him a softie and I'll say it again.
Anyway, so you
Rip your brain in
might
your ass.
yeah, so softy and considered with my attendance, which hasn't affected my performance. Threatened me, the normal things that the headmistress does with the power going to her brain. So yeah, just I don't care if I don't get the best grades. You can just, so that she doesn't mess with you, you can just but talking about power going to her brain. What do you know about the climate changing?
Just in general or here?
Like the biome switcheroos that she's causing?
I know less than I want to, if I'm honest.
I was hoping to hear the exact opposite, but I guess that makes sense.
Yes. Zelda has a habit, I guess, of giving information to specific people and sort of isolating their awareness of what's going on.
Well, yeah, that's just a normal manipulation tactic.
And I'm sure, as you can tell based on her opinion of me, she doesn't trust me very much.
No. Could I ask who she tends to trust more?
Willingly or not willingly?
Both, with identifiers as to who is which is which.
Well, she needed Professor, sorry, give me 1 second, I'm just remembering his last name. Van Deer. She needed his help to get this whole thing underway.
Okay. He's the what professor again?
He's the wizard professor.
Oh, the snobby guy.
Yeah, he is. That's what royals are like.
Great.
Other people she's had to rely on. Unfortunately, I think Leila's had to work with her a fair amount, but there are reasons that she can't open up about what she's been asked to do. That would be the cleric professor.
Okay.
Most of us have had some role in it, unfortunately. We don't talk a lot about the war, but being able to be a professor and not be on the front lines is a good job. And
yeah,
some of us are more vulnerable than others. He kind of looks over at his daughter and has like kind of a gentle, sort of sad smile on his face.
Yeah, and about that, you are allowed to tell me the GTFO if you're afraid that.
There's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing I know that she could hold against me.
Okay. Well, on one hand, I'm glad because that means she's safer. But
Well, like you said, she doesn't think I can keep a secret, so. And she's
yeah.
probably right. This isn't something I would keep a secret about.
Yeah. So I guess.
Have you spoken to Eltrand? This is your other professor, this is the warlock professor.
Oh, I was about to say like, no, because I don't know them very well.
He would know something, but he always
Okay.
talks in riddles. I don't know how useful he would be. It's one of these people who really only makes sense after you know what's going on, what he meant. Don't know if he'd be helpful. Might drop a hint or two.
Something is better than nothing at this point.
And Karis has been acting strange. It's the ranger professor. But again, we're all struggling in our own ways. It's hard to know what's related to this and what's related to whatever else she's asking them to do.
I guess. So, because no one wants to go on the front lines and be sent to war, none of the teachers here are going to stand up to her.
It's not quite that simple, but if you break it down, yes.
Yep.
She's capable of doing more than just that.
Well, of course, she's not going to show all her cards.
Yeah. And she's rarely has one plan going at once. On the plus side, whatever this curse is not what she had in mind. That might
no, this is bad publicity for the whole school. This is
might
her worst
convince you
nightmare.
to change your plans. Yeah.
This is her worst nightmare.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'd hope to make this a PR stunt that would get attention as her being this amazing diviner who had done this amazing work and had some kind of power beyond herself. And now,
how is the druid teacher okay with this?
He's been largely absent. I wouldn't say anyone's okay with it.
No, but still happening.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I necessarily blame you guys, but in turn, I would say that depending on how high his insight is, like Moss is definitely like,
yeah,
kind of on the boat. Like if you're being a bystander to a situation.
Yeah,
so.
and he acknowledges that. He immediately says, "No, we are responsible. We are the most capable people on this campus, and I would agree that we should be doing more. But this is still somewhat new. I hope that this change spurs a few more people into action."
I am concerned that it will be later than it would be effective.
It often is.
Yeah. So what's with Cardamon? Like, is he just ever around? Like,
No, it seems like you kind of startled him there. He's not expecting you to bring him up, and he says, "No,
Yeah.
actually, I haven't seen him since orientation. Why didn't I notice that?"
Something else to look into. Like, were they always close before founding the school, or are they just stuck working together?
I don't know. I know very little about him, actually, less than I thought I knew. I'll have to get back to you on that.
It's always good to know about the people who are above you, since they have more power than you would like.
If you want to give an insight roll here,
Yeah, I would.
a little bit.
Thank you, dice. That was really nice. As usual, Laura's dice blesses me.
Laura gives all of her good luck away. Truly a god.
For me, that's an
dice.
18, which is good. For me,
Sorry,
that's
what was
good. An 18, which for Moss is pretty good.
He's not really trying to hide it. You can tell based on his own life, he should have noticed that. And he's questioning why he didn't. You know, it's like somebody who's like been in a situation and then they're in the situation again and they don't notice. It's like, how did that happen? Something is wrong. He's wondering if something's been done to him, to his mind and his memories.
Moss gives him like a look that says like, I noticed that, but she doesn't say anything else because she doesn't want to draw attention to it. More like because because more on the sense of like, if he's gonna get it reversed, he might not want them to know that they've gotten it reversed, so she's gonna be quiet.
He kind of like gives you a look and you both know you understand each other. This is something he's going to be looking at more closely, but you don't know what you don't know, so you've drawn his eye to something that he didn't realize was a gap in his knowledge.
Anyway, so also like, so just out of curiosity, because I did get threatened when I go into her office, what in the past has she done to force students to go to class? Not that I don't, like, no offense, as he is one of the teachers I skipped his class on.
Wait, what do you mean force you to go to class? She can't force you to go to class.
She seemed very adamant about finding a way to get me to go to class. Like, it was a threat.
Unless she's using some kind of magic over you, I don't see how she could, but that's not something the school would allow. That's not something that the Council of Academies would allow.
All I know is if I start acting weird, like weird for me.
So if you start attending classes every day, I should look out.
Yes, we'll call that the code word if something is wrong.
Okay. No, I will.
Well, no disrespect for you, but like they strip away your identity by like literally not giving you free time. Like, I'm not gonna let that happen to me. No offense to your teaching and anyway. But yes, so if it is more than a week that I am attending classes day by day, there's something very wrong.
I'll keep an eye out, of course.
She's terrifying, and apparently she's powerful, and she threatened me, so we're just gonna go with that.
She is powerful.
Yeah,
you've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad. Hopefully it doesn't keep you up too much at night.
No, you wouldn't know, but being a father, you rarely sleep anyways.
It's so interesting though how they see the world, and then she's looking at his daughter.
She's laying on her belly pretending to swim, and there's like the magic bubble thing that she's sitting on is like bouncing, so she's like swimming on a wave.
So interesting. It's nice before the world gets to you.
Try to do what I can to protect her from that as long as possible. I thought I thought this would be a safe place to raise her, but maybe there's no such place. Maybe no matter what, she'll grow up too fast.
I think there's a difference between growing up too fast and growing up too fast without the support and resources to cope. And I think you're doing your best to ensure the latter.
Thank you, Moss. Really, I appreciate it.
Anyway, I better get out of here. And then thank you for talking to me. And yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, I wish I had more to offer.
Yeah, it's okay.
Take care now.
Also, I think I saw your wife sneaking through that one hallway that all of us use to sneak through. So, like, expect her in the next, 3 hours.
Oh, well, I guess we'll go pick some flowers for her.
Yep.
Niches get stitches, Moss.
I didn't know.
Very nice, very cute. Poor
It's not like she's telling
Rylan.
everyone. She's telling her the husband who will be happy. Like, come on.
Maybe she doesn't want him to know either.
She just actually comes 2 days later and he's like, where were you? Who were you killing?
You don't want to know.
Okay. And last but not least, oh my god, I just remembered your accent. Okay, hold it together. Hold it together.
You ready?
I'm ready. All right, you're gonna go visit the artificer teacher who is named Arda. Arda is I mean, you wouldn't know yet, but he's an elven man, and probably the main thing that you would probably actually no, I'm gonna say you know this. He invented the first gun.
Oh my god. I wonder if maybe that was like the reason why she chose this place. Was she was like, there's a guy there and he knows how to make these things and they like shoot people. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much
But smaller.
like a dagger but smaller.
like a second but smaller. Deadlier.
So he's pretty well known. He's one of those, like, if you went to a university, he's the, like, on the front page being like, come to our school, we have.
Oh god damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely sniffing him out in the school.
He's usually in his office or in the workshop.
Follow the scent of gunpowder.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, follow the scent of gunpowder.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're heading towards the room and you hear and feel a like boom.
Was that
And then
me?
you just hear a man's voice go, okay,
Oh.
from inside.
Can I like peek? Can I like open the door and like peek inside?
Yeah, of course you can. You see an elven man. He's got he has short hair, but it's been blown back, so it's like, you know, like the classic like hair shot up,
Yeah.
glasses covered in smoke. He's like patting out his like he's patting his cheeks like he's trying to make sure he's not on fire.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't mean to alarm you, but I think you're on fire.
Oh god, where is it? Just pat it out. Just pat it out.
Okay. And I'll jump and I'll slap him across the face.
Is he actually on fire, or are you just slapping him?
I feel like he's taller than me, so I probably am like jumping nicely to try and do it, but like not.
And now
aware.
you get to be like, I slapped the man who invented guns in the face. I slapped him.
Punching werewolves, slapping inventors, it's what we're known for here, right?
Party's known for.
Yeah.
He goes, ow!
Oh.
Hello. Hi. Hello there.
Hi, I'm Tamzie. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. And he like pulls out like a little stool from under his workbench and he like sits down. So he's sort of closer to your level.
Hi. Yeah, I heard you're the one that made the guns, the boomsticks. I heard about these like across from my school and everything, and they sound amazing.
Yes, pretty incredible. Me.
Yeah, I'd say except for the setting yourself on fire, but I mean, everyone's got room for improvement, honey. It's okay.
Well, that's you don't invent things without blowing them up a few times.
I mean, makes sense. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't, are you you're not one of my students. No, I don't.
Soon to be. I just joined the school.
Oh, great. Yes. Wonderful. Welcome to my office, but the school overall.
Yes, yeah, very, very interesting place. I hear there's a lot of plot thickening and things like that, and lots of interesting characters so far. But
Yeah. Okay. Am I one of those?
I don't know. Are you, Professor?
I try not to be interesting, if I can.
Ah,
To draw attention. I'm sorry. Is it hot in here?
oh, it might just be me.
Are you trying to hit on him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think she just does it with everyone.
Should have given everyone inspiration before we departed.
He is
God damn it.
As soon as you hit on him, he's red in the face. He's I don't know. Can I help you with something?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about taking your course and everything, and I've got this knack for wanting to invent things, and I just also thought it'd be interesting to get your advice on starting a new school.
Okay. What advice?
How to stay alive here, because I hear it's a lot here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think anybody's died this semester. Has someone died this semester?
That's why I'm asking you here, but
I feel like they would have mentioned that at a staff meeting. A
team
student
meeting?
died or something. Someone. Oh, the werewolf boy. Maybe he.
You had a werewolf boy, huh? Oh.
Well, we've had some trouble with werewolves. Like any school.
Yeah, like any school. Right. So I have this great club that I've been meaning to turn into something a little bit more portable, and I was wondering if I could get your advice on it.
Oh, yes, I would very much like a project. Yes, please. And he gestures at his table so you can, lay out whatever you have.
Oh, perfect. I pull it in my bag and it's this big clonk.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, so this is a hand-me-down. It's a little big for me, but my mom said I'm gonna grow into it, but I think I'm done my growing now. But anyway, maybe there's a way to make it smaller temporarily and then bigger when I need it.
Oh,
Sort of shrinky dink or something.
Shrink of course. Magic can do just about anything.
Magic, or if you have any sort of mechanisms, is that what you use?
I don't. I have to.
It goes whoop whoop whoop.
Look at my my research a little more. If you leave it with me, I'll happily take a look at what I can uncover.
I mean, I'm worried about leaving my strongest weapon with him.
Fair.
What if before we get into any of that, maybe you do a little research for me and then I come back and then maybe I'll leave it with you? Because we're still building rapport here, you and me, and we're still building this relationship.
Well, I
think you and me are gonna be best buds here. You and me, we're gonna be pals.
Hang on, I gotta roll a save for him. Okay. Maybe I could meet you in the student workshop, where there are other students working on projects, and
perfect. It's a date.
Oh God. Okay. Super.
I guess I'm gonna yell like a time and just be like, see you then, bye.
Oh, and he like rubs his hands on his pants as you leave.
We're gonna get all the teachers, collect them all.
How awkward.
Make them all feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
You picked the one professor where not only is he already an anxious man, if you hit on him, he just
Spirals out of control.
and shockingly, he's the professor most people have hit on.
Love that for him.
Everyone loves him. Everyone's like, ooh, look at you. And he's like, please God, don't.
Like, stop looking at me. I love that.
I like this Ready Lies pointed out that like this is like Harley Quinn the Goblin.
Yeah. Yes.
With a great club with Boom on one side.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh jeez. It's hard playing sweaty characters. Now I feel sweaty.
You see my problem now.
Laura's getting out paper towel actively at the moment.
Sorry, I just killed a spider, but I did get like no, I got like I've been trying like the super deodorant where like you put it on at night and then you wash it off in the morning. Shut up. Come on.
What?
I was still
It's a
fixated on
thing.
the fact that you killed a spider without ever giving me any visual sign you were doing it. You were so
it was,
great.
It was shit like this brings the movement down. It was just tiny. I'm not that brave.
Okay. I'm. Do you guys want to? I guess you meet up. Do we want to have you guys meet in some location and we'll start the next
Can I
game?
have a request?
Sure.
I want to talk to Enris.
Oh God. All right.
And I'm still going to the inn.
Yeah. Which do we want to do today and which do we want to do next week?
I have no preference.
Me neither.
Flip a coin. 1 for Enris, 2 for God, why
Yep.
can I never remember his name? Despian.
I can never
I
remember.
even got to name him,
Yes.
and I can't remember him.
You should have picked something more memorable.
I don't know. I thought
Actors.
Despian was a good name.
Think
It
actors,
is. It's
thespian.
just it's one of those ones that just floats right through.
So yeah, would you?
It's
so
not main
cool.
character energy name.
Well,
That's
he's
what
not
it-
main character.
I know, but like you
You
forget
don't get the energy.
True. So yeah, somebody flip a coin. 1 for Enris, 2 for Father
Oh.
Despian.
I'll
You
let
got
Laura do
D2.
the honors.
I do.
It's
I
a
have
1.
right
Ian
there.
says. 1 is Enris.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So I'm making a list for Father Despian next week. All right. Yeah, you head up to Enris's room. He's a 3rd year, so he's up on the 3rd floor.
Hey.
You know where his room is?
I knock. I'm not here to bother you about magic. It's Moss. Just so you
Oh.
know, since he's been hiding out.
He cracks the door open, and he uses just the tips of his fingers. He's like very careful. He's like, "Sorry, can you get the door? I'm just
Yeah.
drying."
Oh, drying. Okay, yeah. So I
Yeah.
just invite myself in. I go into his room. I close the door behind.
It
I
calms me.
pass prestidigitation so that it dries a little faster because it can do a little
Oh.
gust of wind.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry,
fine.
I
That's
know-
fine. I have to do another coat. It's fine. It's
Oh, okay.
just
You want to do the whole process? That makes sense. Sorry, I should have asked before doing that.
he sits back at his desk and he's painting his nails. He's gone for like a he's done mostly kind of a really dark purple, and then he's got kind of like an accent nail that's purple with like gold triangles coming down.
cute.
How
yeah.
did the whatever your secret water was for?
I didn't
Oh.
get to go because I was
Why?
called into the headmistress's office.
Oh shit. You okay?
Yeah, I was threatened, so we'll be fine. If you ever notice, I'm not skipping classes. There's something very wrong.
To be honest, we only have 1 class together, so
I know, but like if you notice that for some reason, like one of the days, like I'm not missing at least one of Calhoun's classes. There's something a week. There's something very wrong.
I'll come and check on you, I guess.
Anyway, so ignore that. I want to share with him the notes that I took copies of. If you want
Oh.
to. If you want to. This stuff is stuff of that the Headmasters is doing. That's really awful. If you want to see if you get any good read on this, you're a third year. I don't know.
Shit, yeah, give me all of that. Yes, please. I mean,
If you want, yeah,
like-
here you go. This was on the tower that Lark and Char went to while I was stuck at the headmistress office. Anyway,
sorry, you have actual transcriptions from the tower.
yeah, Lark took all the notes.
Shit. This was underneath the water?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll take a look for sure. I'll let you guys know if I notice anything.
Yeah. So that's that. Figured it would be good to get another pair of eyes. Can we say that I've taken another pair of notes so that I still have a
Like,
copy?
you all have the spell that's like copy notes.
Copy notes. Someone has definitely made that
Somebody
spell.
invented that.
Yeah, for this school, someone definitely did that. So that's your copy. I still have mine. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you to get your thoughts because it seems that something that you'd be interested in.
Yeah, this is like shit. Do you have more than this, or is this everything?
I think that's from the tower itself. That's
Do you think
it.
there's more? Okay, well, if you get more, tell me.
Well, we're planning on going over break to one of the other towers if you want to join. If you're so inclined.
Okay. Yeah. If I
Yeah.
can do that.
We're gonna go to two. I think we're gonna try the one up north and the one northeast. If
Mhm.
you're down to take a little travel with us first years, if you're not too disinclined
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, my own year doesn't like me, so I might as well make friends with yours.
Your own year just is missing out anyway. So yeah, there's that. Although I did see you dancing with someone at the ball.
He apologized.
She's just teasing.
It's just
You
I
have
don't
to
know if I
talk.
believe him yet. But it's something. Maybe.
As long as you had fun.
It's nice not to be hated.
I think I would like to think that the people who are worth it won't hate your guts forever. So
Yeah. It's a nice idea. You know, if we're on the battlefield together, they won't just, let me get run through with a spear. That'd be nice.
they shouldn't. And
Of course, that's why I can heal myself. Being a divine soul rocks.
I'm glad that works out for you. Anyway, but no dying, please. And then have fun looking at all that really good stuff. And thanks for casting water breathing. Just want to say thanks for that and make sure you're okay since you were getting bombarded.
Yeah, no, people seem to have figured out that I can't really do anything about it. So
Yeah. Well, I hope you still have your magic tomorrow. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll
ditto.
let you. Yeah. Well, I can still stab, so.
I mean, I could stab things if I wanted.
I'm pretty sure my stabs work a little better than yours. No offense. Like,
All right. Yeah. No, you're probably right.
yeah.
I'll let you know if I notice anything.
Yeah. Thanks. And yeah. And I just Moss awkwardly leaves.
I love the whole scene. I'm just like really careful about my nails. I'm like, what is going on? This is very strange.
In character. In character.
Okay. Yeah. So you've got a lot of information, a lot of balls in the air. Hopefully you guys will get some more lore out of it.
And we got backup for our trip.
Yay.
Hey.
Everyone loves Enris, maybe.
It's cool, fine.
He's
Yeah.
great.
Sure.
Is that how Char feels about him?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Time.
See? I don't know.
You really know him that well.
He's friends with
fine.
the dragon. That's like automatic serial approval and charge.
He likes dragons. I like
He
dragons.
does like dragons.
I love
You guys are you're in Dragon Club together, so I mean,
Club.
Dragon Club.
Oh,
Wagon Club, which is just a fan club for people who like dragons.
Yeah.
Just
They
fan
just
club.
meet once a
Thank
week
you.
to talk about cool dragons.
Dragons. You see that dragon yesterday? Yeah.
Oh, I love dragons.
I could have sworn I found a scale.
You have a dragon scale.
Don't tell no one.
Ooh. Got a dragon scale from your girlfriend.
We're not dating yet. Dating.
No, my girlfriend.
I got a girlfriend.
Just a girl is my friend. Dragon friend?
Stop it.
Sure, so sweet. I love it. All right, well, we're at 9, so we'll call it there. Thank you everybody for joining us. If you missed any part of your episode, you can check it out on YouTube or Podbean or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check out our server and come play alongside us. It's break time, so lots of fun adventures are being had, including backstory stuff. So check us out on social media as well if you like, and especially if we cancel future games, because that happens. But for now, thank you guys again. We'll be here next week on Twitch at 6:30 EST. Have a great night.
Bye.
Dry my nails.